First, let me just start off with, we are in fact female gamers who mainly play on Xbox, and this podcast will mostly be Xbox focused, but there will be times where we will cover some of the other consoles like PlayStation and Nintendo, because in the end, we are all gamers. Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of the Gaming Den. This show will bring you lots of great topics along with some entertainment, I would hope so. And I hope you guys are ready to get started. I know we are, that's for sure. So with no further ado, I am SheWulf, one of your hosts of today's show, joined by my other host.
Hey everyone, I'm Fox. Thank you guys for joining us. I see a lot of you on the chat. You guys are awesome.
Definitely, we always love having you guys here hanging out, and hopefully, of course, the audio is doing much better this time. So, to start off the show is actually going to be, while everyone, of course, is rolling in, we decided that we were going to put our first segment, and that segment is Inside with Real Gamers. This spotlight is to show the community the real gamers that you will see around and people that you guys may talk to. Get to know them a little bit better. So, like I said, as we're getting everybody to pile in and join us today, we're going to start off with our spotlight with LG.
Awesome.
Hey everybody, I'm LG, gamertag LG527, and SheWulf asked me to come on here and spend a couple minutes telling you a little bit about who I am, how I got into gaming, and how I got into streaming. The gist of who I am is I'm a Gen Xer, born and raised on the West Coast, and currently residing in the southeastern United States. And the one constant that I've had in my life since before I can even remember is being a gamer and loving games. Games offer so much. Staycations, stories, focus, learning strategy, even learning budgeting, believe it or not. It's amazing what you can get out of a game if you really just let yourself get thrown into it, you know? I'm also very shy and introverted in real life. So socially, I'm the type of person that would prefer to sit and play a game than have to go to a party or go to a club. And there's a point where it's not the healthiest thing to not have much of any social life. So I didn't want to be in that point. So I made a promise that I would get on Twitter and I would find other gamers that I could socialize with. And some of the first people I found were SheWulf, Lady Foxfire, and GKB. And they kind of took me under their wing. Well, they took me under their wing and invited me onto the Console Corner Ladies Night podcast, where I absolutely felt a sense of identification I had not felt before. Because think about it. It's a virtual table of women all sitting around it, talking about games and gaming. How awesome is that? Come on, right? And so then through that, I ended up meeting other people, and that led me to meeting Moto, Mr. Kelso, Wonderwez, Justin FX, Renoa, Asika, and all these wonderful gamers who were also streamers. And I would see what they would do, and I'm watching them, and in each and every one of them, I'm seeing a little bit of my own self in who they are, and I'm identifying with them, and it's just the coolest thing. And I thought, well, if they can do it, and if Motos can say that it's helping her with her shyness, then surely it's worth me maybe giving a shot. So I started researching and preparing and investing and doing everything that you really want to be sure to do to be successful as a streamer. And by successful, I mean be a streamer who can bring your own self and not hold expectations. And so Moto spent a great deal of time. I mean, they all spent time with me, and I got set up with knowledge and how to run everything and do everything. I got networked. And next thing you know, I'm streaming. So I've gone from being on a podcast where it's just my voice to being on a stream where it's my voice, my face, and I'm playing a game where other people can critique me on it. And I'm having the roundtable discussion all at once. So I would say it was a very natural progression for me to go from being a gamer to being on social media to being on a podcast to being a streamer. It was a natural progression for me. And I got into it because I saw the value in the community that it all serves. So that's my answer to those questions. I hope wherever you are, you have an awesome rest of your day, awesome night, whatever time it is. And remember that you are worthy and that you are loved and that you are beautiful as the gamer you are. So take care, everybody. Later.
Alright guys, so a huge thank you to LG. It was a very last minute and it was super great of her to get us that video, and I hope you guys enjoy, because you know, sometimes there's a lot of things that we don't really notice about gamers that we talk to or that we see around in the community, and this is a great way for you guys to meet them and for a great way to get their name out there. She is a streamer, so make sure you guys go and check her out on Mixer, because hey, that's what she enjoys doing, and we should all show her support for that. What do you think, Fox?
Yes, yes, I agree. She's awesome. We used to do podcasts with her. Very sweet, sweet girl. And I really think that people like these spotlights things. I mean, we got so much love for Mike's video. It was pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some love for this one as well.
I hope so, and I hope more of you guys will send yours in and see a chance to get your spotlight up there as well, because we love to show off who you guys are and who real gamers are. So, alright, with that being said though, it is now time to move on to the news. I don't have a news music, so I'm not even going to try to go into it. There you go, you can do it. Fox can do it. She'll do our what you call it, news song. Sorry. So we hear a lot about the news. I know. It's so fun. Anyways, so we hear a lot about the news that fills up most of the conversations in the social community, and of course with many great podcasters that cover the highlighted news. So we thought we would bring you each week some of the news that doesn't really get a lot of hype, but still has a lot of relevancy in the community. So starting this part off on the show is actually Overwatch. Okay, so Overwatch is a very popular game that we see a lot of streamers use. We see a lot of just gamers play in general. And Overwatch got a patch, the 2.15. Now, it went live on Xbox One and PlayStation. However, their new character, Doomfist, was not included.
Right?
I was confused because why did you support this character? And you put all this hype around this character, there's new skins for this character, but yet it didn't include this character in the new patch? Like,
I mean, in a way, it's I mean, I know because I want to try the character, and I know some people are already, like, bummed out that they did get fixes for some of the things they want, but they're still, like, I guess wanting more. So in a way, it's kind of, like, not big deal for this update. But it's understandable if the character still needs tweaking because it is available on the PC right now, so they are testing him out. And I'd rather get him when he's, you know, up and running rather than he comes out on Xbox and PlayStation and he's a broken, like, OP mess. I don't know.
Well, I understand
So it has
that.
its downfalls at the same time.
Yeah, which I understand, but at the same time, it could not, like, there's the potential that it might not actually release until, like, later, like possibly like a month to 2 months later, and a lot of people have already played these characters. Now, I know me in general, I can't stand when people like add things into games like this and then just take them away, and then you really have no actual idea when they're going to be released. And that just, I don't know, I guess that just kind of irks me a bit.
Yeah. I'm happy with the patch though, because they did fix a lot of stuff that was having issues. There was times where players were losing audio in the game, so they fixed that. They fixed some of the effects.
Yeah, the menu area has also been fixed.
Yeah, and I'm like, these are some of these bug fixes that they did fix. I was like, wow, why are they even there in the first place? Actually, some of them are pretty bad.
That's
in my
true.
opinion.
That is true, though.
And one of them in particular was for the last character that they added, mind you. It was actually using one of the charge while it was doing a supercharge. Like, it was like healing, I guess, while it was doing a supercharge. I don't know, it was crazy. So in a way, it made that character more powerful than the rest in a way, or gave it an advantage, actually. So, I mean, they did fix a lot of stuff, which is a plus. But yeah, in a way, everybody's talking about Doomfist, and I kind of just want to play him already. Like, hurry up and give us this character. He looks badass.
He does, and you see a lot of cool skins that have released for him. So it's like people want him even more now. So it's like, oh my god, just release him already. But there was, like, as you were saying, the general bugs that were fixed was the loss of audio during matches. People were really pissed off about that. Weird. So for them to be able to, have that fixed. There was also fixes for vacuum up space sound effects, which I guess that must have been annoying.
Yeah. When you get out and you're in the menu and you're like, wait, why do I hear these weird sounds still? Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah.
A lot of audio fixes, actually, so yeah.
There was, because they also fixed a lot of, like, you also pointed out, they fixed the characters. One of the characters was actually saying her lines wrong. And so they had to fix that. Now that I wish I would have got a recording of so we could play you what she was saying before, but we don't have that, so.
I'm pretty sure somebody does. I mean, Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers, like you said. This game is very popular, so it's probably out there somewhere.
That's true. But there wasn't a lot of fixes. Like, I guess, like, there was, okay, so this obviously released a big, like, it released fixes, but at the same time, it wasn't a big patch. Like, not, I guess, what people were actually expecting. And
no, you're right, because there's some other fixes that I would have liked to see. The loot box fixes, they still need to work on that, because they give you a lot of doubles, and they need to, like, lower the amount of doubles that you get. Because in the end, they give you credit for it anyway. So supposedly they were going to fix the algorithm on the loot boxes, so you won't get repeats all the time, which happens to me when I play. I get repeats all the time, and I don't get, like, good skins anymore, and I'm like, wow, this sucks, And then the highlight reel, they were going to fix that as well, because I think that was off. It wasn't showing your kills when you were doing your highlights and stuff. Like, it was just showing you running around healing people or something else, and you weren't getting that kill streak in your highlight video. So they said they were going to fix that as well. So those things are missing right along with Doomfist.
Which those would have been bigger fixes that people would have actually probably liked to have seen, especially when it comes to, like you said, the loot crate. Having doubles is probably one of the worst things, because I know in a lot of, like, say, Call of Duty games that you get crates in and stuff like that, nobody wants doubles because, one, you did all that work, you get a crate, and you already got the crap that's in it. So
yeah,
that's
exactly. It's boring.
Yeah, it is, and that's definitely a big fix that needs to be done. But
yeah, definitely.
Now, I see a lot of people kind of hating on the whole fact of Overwatch and stuff like that. There's people who like Overwatch, but the reason we're talking about it is more or less because updates like this, that we see a lot of updates that come into games that people don't really talk about, and how the fact that there's things that they put in fixes, like in these updates, that fix some things, but they don't fix a lot of things that people actually want fixed. And like small little fixes just aren't gonna cut it. You need to fix the rest of the shit in your game, and this is for any game in general. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to bring up this topic today, because Overwatch is a good one that, it's a very, very popular game. It is very well known, and yet the fixes that they bring are so minor. They're so little, and they're so spread apart that it just makes it more annoying and aggravating for the fact that Blizzard should know how to fix these games quicker and get them out faster. And they're not.
Yeah, and the fact that these fixes that they did, I'm like, really? That should have not even been there. Like, that should have That's stuff that you would hear in the beginning of a game's launch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And also this patch was actually on both Xbox and PlayStation at the same time. Usually they do separate updates. They do stuff here on PlayStation and then they separately do an update on another time for the Xbox. So this was one of those updates that actually both systems were having issues. So they fixed that. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait until Doomfist comes out and they fix the boxes, and then I'll play again. Because I have my moments where I stop playing for a long period of time, and then I'll get back into Overwatch for, a couple weeks at a time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's understandable. But as I'm pretty sure everybody always says to most developers when stuff like this comes out, it's just simple. Fix your shit. Like,
Yeah,
that's
right.
really what it comes down to. Fix your shit. Like, yes,
Yep.
GKB, fix your shit. Like, let's be honest. Let's just get it done and fix things. Stop dawdling around and actually do what you're supposed to be doing. But all right, so we're gonna jump into our next topic. Our next news topic, and this is again something else that I don't really find is really pointed out much. Now, everybody knows how much I love Kingdom Hearts, and so
Oh,
yeah, did anyone know
oh, really?
that there is
What?
actually
Shocker.
I know, right? I know. Did anyone know that there's actually an expo this weekend that's going to be showing Spider-Man, Kingdom Hearts 3, Star Wars Battlefront trailers? Like, I bet you anything, nobody really has any idea what D3 is. Do you know what D3
No, what
is?
is that? What?
What is
I only
D3?
know Gamescom. There's nothing else.
I know. Like, what
No,
is this
yeah.
craziness? What is this expo? And guess what? It is a Disney expo, guys.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
that
No,
is
I'm pretty sure
insane.
Disney fans know this is coming, and Marvel or Star Wars fans know pretty much something's happening soon, but maybe they don't know it's this weekend. Maybe they don't know exactly what they're gonna show. So yes, not that many people are talking about this.
Which, okay, completely understandable, but chances are most of the people in the social media don't actually pay attention. Well, I'm sure they probably obviously notice a lot of expos that go on, but they're not really talked about. Like, we know a lot about, say, PAX East, but there's a
Right.
whole bunch of other PAXs that don't actually really get talked about. Like, there's PAX West, there's PAX South, and what's the other one?
PAX North, I guess. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's called PAX North. But either way, there's so many other
PAX
conventions and
Expo.
so many expos that don't get talked about. And D3 is a Disney expo that are supposed to actually be showing, like I said, Spider-Man, like more stuff from Spider-Man, more stuff from Kingdom Hearts 3, and more stuff about
And Star Wars.
Yes, Star Wars Battlefront. And it's just neat that there is these smaller things that actually have these big titles that we all know about, but we don't actually watch these because not a lot of people know about them.
Yeah. I usually, like, you're right, because I'm one of those people. Like, whenever I heard about the Disney Expo, it was always after the fact, and I would be like, oh, let me see what Marvel trailers they showed, or anything like that, like something new. And I know that right now, there are some people talking about it, but it's not about what we're talking about. It's like, because they pointed out something about the Disney World location that they're building. Like, that's the only thing that I've noticed, but I mean, I didn't know Spider-Man, they're going to show Star Wars and maybe Kingdom Hearts as well, which, by the way, what is up with that game? Where are you? Hurry up and come out already.
You know, it's
Wow.
funny. That game was talked about 4 years ago. Like, it was actually announced 4 years ago. Standard AAA
Yep, a long time
titles
ago.
have mostly a 3-year development stage. And Kingdom Hearts is still going. Like, what the hell is your problem? You have, like, 3 other base games that you already, like, know what you do and how you play it. So why is it so hard to get this next one out? It's a bit ridiculous how Kingdom Hearts is just kind of floating around.
It's never
like,
coming out. It's just going to keep getting remastered and remastered.
Yep, that's true.
That's how I feel.
That's true. But
I mean, I hope it comes out. Everybody says every year, it's coming out this year, it's coming out next year, it's coming out. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I just want to hurry up and it be out already.
Exactly. And, I'm actually excited to watch the D23 Expo for Disney because there's supposed to be new footage.
Oh, yeah.
Like, of course, I'm sure we're going to see people release the footage later on and be like, oh, hey, new footage.
Yeah,
But
separately.
it's- But it's not going to be announced or chances are, people are going to have no idea that it was actually talked about at a Disney expo.
Right.
And that's what I think is kind of funny, because do you go to any expos or anything like that?
Yes, I used to every year since 2010 or 11, and I didn't
expo
go
do
this
you go
year.
to?
Well, I've gone to Florida SuperCon, so it has a little bit of everything. It has sci-fi stuff, comic stuff, gaming, live performances and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of everything, and then they have actors and actresses come out and they sign stuff. Yeah, like comic book artists, they draw stuff for you, which is really, really cool. That's the first time I actually tried the Xbox One, was there.
Oh wow, really?
Back when it came out. Yeah, way before. So that was really cool. I played it on there. I tried, I think Titanfall and Batman Arkham Knight there. Like that was before, when they have first came out, they were there and I tried it. That was awesome.
Oh wow. Well, I know, like I've gone to like MegaCon, which isn't completely just focused around gaming. It's more of like a comic place and all that kind
mixture,
of stuff.
just like
yeah,
the one.
TV shows and all that stuff. But a lot of people know about E3. Never been to E3, but would love to go. But it's still, those are like the biggest ones. E3 and Gamescom. Gamescom is coming up in August, so I hope you guys are excited for that. There's supposed to be new features. Well, not really new features, but new gameplay,
new announcements.
New announcements,
yes.
New surprises.
Right.
That's supposed to be coming to obviously Xbox.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So yeah, so am I. I'm actually
thrilled
to see.
I like expos. I like cons, and at the same time, I feel like PAX is coming up, so they're gonna soon be in the same level as like E3 maybe one day. I don't know right now, because they still have a lot of indies and VR games in there, which is still cool, because that's where a lot of people get to first try them out. But I think it's coming up to that level where people know when PAX is happening and stuff like that, and they're looking forward to going there. But who knows? Other like expos might come arise and show you more, like this Disney one.
Yeah. I don't know. I just wish that you would see more light on some of these expos and some of these conventions and stuff like that. There's actually a lot of, there's other indie expos and indie conferences that we don't see or hear a lot about, where people could actually be watching these and actually seeing some of these games actually release footage before, say, IGN or GameSpot or any of them release it, because it was actually at their shows. But then when IGN and stuff releases them, half the time they don't actually say, oh yeah, hey, it was shown here first or anything like that. And that's kind of disappointing. Like, I'm going to be watching if there's new footage from Kingdom Hearts 3, and if IGN releases it and they don't actually include that it was first shown at the Disney Expo, I'm going to be like, really? I'm going to have something to say, because that's bull.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's IGN. So, yeah.
That's true. I guess that is true.
But I do want to see some more stuff from Spider-Man, and maybe Star Wars Battlefront 2, since Sony didn't show it in their stage. I'm hoping to see that Disney show something from the campaign, actually. So that would be nice.
Yeah, because that was one of the most disappointing things about Sony's E3, was the fact that they were supposed to actually show campaign stuff, and then they didn't. So we only got to see, obviously, the multiplayer, which just sucked.
Hey, it was pretty good until I heard about those fucking crates. It was pretty good.
Until they get you with the microtransactions.
Yeah, they're like free stuff, and then microtransaction. I'm like, oh my god.
I can't believe they're doing that. Like, that is the most dumbest thing ever.
Fix your shit.
Yeah, another one. Fix your shit. Yeah. The stupid thing is, okay, we all know that microtransactions obviously make or help games get money, but they've never really been play to win. They've always just been cosmetics. So, like, guns and ammo and, well, not ammo, but armor and,
I was like, what? Special ammo? I want that.
I know. No, I didn't mean ammo.
No, but skins.
Yeah,
skins and clothes and weapons. Yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm used to that in other games like Overwatch and Battlefront or Battlefield 1. Actually, they do have those cosmetic stuff, but don't give me no boost, because if you have a boost and I don't have the boost, I'm gonna be hella jealous.
Well, yeah, and it puts people who can spend that kind of money at a high advantage, so they don't have to do crap to become good. They literally just get these guns, and then new people join the games, and then they get destroyed because these people who literally are lazy
Just
and
spend
just
money and
spend
that's it.
money, don't have to do anything, and they can just go in and kill everybody because, hey, they can do whatever they want because they have the money. Like, I just think that's the dumbest thing ever. And a game like this, for how popular Battlefield or Battlefront 2 is, it shouldn't put gamers above other gamers. They should think about their gamers as a whole, and that's really disappointing that something with this big of a fan base would actually come out and do this.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I hate it.
It bums me out.
I know, right?
But I am looking forward to seeing the campaign footage, like I said. So maybe that would be good. I don't know.
Really? Well, we shall see. We shall see.
We didn't get none in the other one. I actually like Star Wars. I'm just saying. I am like you though. I like Star Trek more, but I also like Star Wars though. And I am interested to see the campaign. And I can't wait to see. I think they're gonna show trailers from the movie. Oh my god, that would be awesome too. Yeah, sorry. I'm being a nerd right now. Calm down.
You are being a very big nerd right now. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Friggin'
I'm not even gonna get into Marvel because that's just overload. So I'll just be quiet.
GKB says that it was an amazing multiplayer. We're gonna fight when he gets home. It looks cool. I'm not saying that, but I would have liked to have seen the campaign.
Nah, you said it was straight up trash. Don't
I
lie.
didn't. Shut up.
Play back the tape. I'm kidding.
Please do, because I didn't say it like sucked or anything. So, you and GKB need to just go like walk a plank or something.
Wow, we're gonna go to Sea of Thieves now? Wow, that's messed up.
Why not? It is like the best scenario that we can go.
She's gonna kill us both. Damn, I thought you loved us.
The plank. Well, no, technically, I wouldn't be the one. If you walk the plank, I wouldn't be the one killing you. It would be like the sharks in the water or the water itself drowning you. So, in all, it wouldn't be me doing it.
Wow, what a lie!
It's
secondhand murder. Secondhand murder.
Well, that's not called.
You're walking me to my death. I'm just saying.
It'd be like manslaughter. I guess is what I would actually get hit with is manslaughter.
Oh my god. I don't know where we're going.
I don't know. But either way, no. I don't care. They're gonna walk the plank, guys. We will find a way to make this happen.
She doesn't love us. She's gonna need a new host.
Oh, wow. You're gonna just bail on me like that?
You're gonna kill me, girl.
No, I said I was gonna make you walk the plank. I didn't say I was going to.
And then the sharks are gonna eat me. No. That's messed up.
Well,
just because I like Star Wars? Oh my god.
The sharks might not eat you, though. It could just be the water. Just saying.
You know what?
Just saying.
Disney Expo, everybody, this weekend. Check it out.
Yes, if you want to see some new footage and some, possibly new trailers and stuff like that on Spider-Man and for Spider-Man Kingdom Hearts 3 and Star Wars, make sure you guys tune in. See if you guys can find the Disney Expo. I'm going to be finding the links on where they'll be showing these videos, and I'll probably be posting them on Twitter because I think this is something that people should actually kind of check out and watch. There's a lot of expos that I think need a little more love than what they get. So
yes, I agree completely.
I think so. All right, so before we jump into the games that we're going to talk about today, we're going to play a little game of our own. So I hope you guys are ready because we got a quiz that is going to make you guys stop and think, how much do you know about the gaming world? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, so how many do you guys think you guys got right? I know from counting so far, I'm pretty sure I know who. So it's kind of
I
interesting.
see 2 of them. That might be a tie.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, it's whoever answered them first, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I know who won then.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's whoever answered them first. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys tune in next week to find out who won. Their name will be displayed at the beginning of the video. We thought that was kind of a neat little show for you guys. All right.
Yeah,
so,
congrats to the last winner.
Yes, congrats to Scottish Smurf for winning last week's. It was awesome. Yes, there is 12 Halo games. Pretty crazy, huh? All right, guys. So, onto the games. Now, we see a lot of games. Again, this is kind of something like the news topic where there's a lot of games that we see around that don't get as much attention that I believe it should. And one of the games somebody actually asked us to talk about. I'm sorry I didn't write down your name. I will make sure to include it next show. But the first game is Vampyr. Now, I am super, super excited for this game. And it's one game that is going to be releasing in November this year on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. So, okay, let me explain a little bit of this game. The devs describe this game as it was in London 1918. There are a newly turned vampire, Dr. Jonathan. As a doctor, you must find a cure to save the city's flu. And as vampire, you are You are cursed to feed on those who vow to heal. So it's kind of like back and forth where you have to save them, but at the same time, you also have to feed on the ones you heal. So I thought it was kind of interesting, and I have seen a lot of trailers of this game. The question is more or less, will you embrace the monster within? And what I loved most about this game is when you're playing it, you can play as two different point of views that you can actually take. You can either feed to survive, be the survivor and the stalker, or be the vampire, where you have to fight and use your supernatural abilities. So it's kind of like, what are you going to do and who are you going to become? And I always thought it was just, one, I love vampire games, and two, it's almost like a game that you would be, say, like Jack the Ripper it's like in that time era. And I was like really excited when I saw this game because there's just so much going on, and there's not like, you see zombies is a big game.
Oh my god, they're everywhere.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, you see them everywhere, but you don't really see vampires and werewolves. Now, I would love a werewolf game, but I'm not really probably going to get that. So I will be happy, obviously, with a vampire game. What about you, Fox? What did you think about this game when you saw the trailers?
Oh my god, okay, so as soon as I saw this game, I was interested, and then I found out who made it, and now I got even more excited. Because it's Don't Nod, the people that, did Life is Strange. I don't even have to go into that. But
I knew you were going to bring that up. I'm like, I'm not going to say it because I know
should have put money down on it, girl.
I know.
No, but that really got me even more interested, more excited, and I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be cool. So it's an action RPG, which is interesting. Really rare for me to get into those. I got into Mass Effect a little bit, but not, I let it go after a while. So it's not really my genre of games, but I am really interested in this story. The gameplay looks awesome. I don't know, I just can't wait to play. I saw some stuff earlier where he, gameplay from actually, I think it was around E3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he was just walking around, figuring out the lore in the town, talking to other people. There's like a disease or something that's even mutated the other vampires and stuff, and he wants to cure them. So you do have that, I want to help other vampires, I want to help people, but you also have to feed on people. So like you said, a lot of back and forth. It lets you choose your dialogue as well, so I thought that was interesting. They have the dialogue wheel, so you can choose what to say. And it does affect the story on like who you bite and who you talk to and stuff like that. So yeah,
And
I'm
you have
really
to
intrigued.
You have to also struggle with the decisions that you make.
Yes. Yes. And I'm really intrigued with the storyline. I want to know what's going on and who are these people and like how can I play my character out and would I be a badass and just bite anybody or will I try to be nice
I
and
would
help
bite
people?
everybody.
Oh my God.
I'll just
I'll think about it first. Jesus.
nah.
Depends how the story goes, I think, for me. And that's the thing, and that don't nod for me. I think they do interesting stories, so I can't wait to see what they do with this one. And I did see the latest trailer, and I thought that was amazing. I love the song. I love everything that they showed in the trailer. I even downloaded the song,
Oh wow,
on
really?
my Google Play. Yeah, yeah, it was awesome. I
Oh,
think the
that's
song is
awesome.
called Devil, and it's an awesome song, and I really like the trailer for it. So I'm looking forward to this game. And yeah, now that many people are talking about it, but at the same time, within our community, there's a couple people I know out there that are excited for it. So yeah, I can't wait. I hope it comes out this year. Like what, this fall or something like
It's
that, it should come out.
it's supposed to be coming in November, so I don't really know if it
Yeah,
will
well,
because there's a lot
I don't
releasing in
know.
November.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, it's crazy because you're not only trying to obviously go against humans, because most vampire stories, you see them trying to just survive against humans. But this, you're actually trying to survive one against yourself. Are you going to give in? Are you going to become that killer? Or are you going to try to save people? You also have to fight against vampire hunters. You have to go
Ooh, that's
against
gonna be fun.
other supernatural creatures. Now that I'm curious about. I'm curious to see what other supernatural creatures they actually put into this game. Because anyone who
I think.
knows
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
what let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do you think?
Some kind of werewolf, something. I don't know.
Well, no, it is part of it, but most anyone who watches like supernatural TV shows or anything like that, there's always more than just vampires or werewolves. Like there's tons of different
Yeah.
style of supernatural creatures out there, so it kind of makes you wonder what did this game come up with to put into their game, and
Yeah.
that alone just makes me like really curious to see what I will come across. And pretty much like you're sitting there trying to cure, but at the same time you're vowing to heal. So the biggest fight we all know is obviously going to be within yourself.
Yeah, because you're a doctor and
Yes.
you're supposed to save lives, but you're taking them. So yeah, I completely see where you're coming from with that. But as for the creatures and stuff, I think some of them or the ones that they're talking about is the ones that I mentioned, the vampires that are mutated, and he wants to cure them and stuff. So
Well,
that might be part of it.
They're the undead scouts, I think is what they're called.
Oh, I don't know the name of it.
Yeah,
But
they're
maybe?
their own separate thing, but there's them and then other supernatural creatures.
Right.
So
Okay.
there's actually more than just them. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm intrigued about, to see what else, because let's be honest, game developers can come up with some pretty cool looking creatures. We've seen that in a lot of previous games. So I'm curious to see what they would come up with. I really am.
Yeah. Did you like the fighting style? I saw that he was like using a dagger or some kind of short sword and he was fighting. But then he would use his powers and like, grab him from a distance and stuff. And
Well, yeah, you also
it was
see,
crazy.
You also see like when he gets injured, he vanishes and then appears somewhere else.
Oh yeah, he has like little mist step
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he also does it when he's fighting with people as well to catch them faster and stuff like that. So we
Yeah, I
definitely
saw the
know-
fighting style.
Exactly, he's gonna have like a lot of vampire, like for anybody who pays attention to like vampire lore and stuff. A lot of these are not really unheard of, like the whole vanishing and appearing somewhere else. It's kind of a known vampire thing. Weapon-wise, we still don't know exactly how much they're going into details on weapons. Like, is he only going to have a dagger type thing to fight with, or is he going to have like a pistol? Or this is London,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I think he might have something later on. Like as you progress, you unlock something else or you get something else. But I think
would
you
hope
start
so.
with a short sword. Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen it in that this E3's footage, but the one before that, he had a different weapon from what I remember. I just don't recall what it was. It could have been a shotgun. It could have been a pistol. I don't know. But this time around, the latest game footage, he had a short sword, which I thought it was pretty cool too. And I do like his fighting style and the powers that they give you, that you could, grab them from a distance and kind of like mess with their body and squish their blood out. I know that's weird for me to say because I don't like gory stuff, but
You don't.
it sounds
so it's
interesting.
Like, wait, what? You're like actually into this?
Yeah, I'm really interested. I like vampire stuff just like you, and
I know the vampire.
yeah,
A lot of people like vampires. At least
he's gonna be my angel.
He's gonna be your angel.
I don't know, maybe.
Wow, that's interesting. I'm excited to play this game, but I guess it all comes down to: will your actions save or doom London?
Yeah,
That's what it all.
it's gonna be
comes
cool.
down to.
And if you guys haven't seen the trailer, check out that trailer. It's awesome, and I love the song. So
yes,
yeah.
please make sure you guys go check out Vampyr. It is definitely going to be a very interesting game when it releases, and I hope it releases soon. Alright, so moving on to our second game that we want to talk to you guys about. Now, this is another one that I've seen kind of thrown around Twitter that I actually thought was pretty interesting. It's called Raiders of the Broken Planet. Now, you hear that and you're like, wait, what? But then it's like, you're embarking on an epic sci-fi adventure. It is a brand new take on the shooter genre. And now, okay, so one of the things I thought was the funniest about this game was the fact that the devs, they were asked, does this world need yet another shooter? And the dev came back with the first question, and his answer was simply yes. Yes, it needs another shooter, because this shooter is apparently going to be much different than most of the other shooters, which I guess could happen, though most shooters kind of have the same game mechanics, so I don't know exactly how much that is true, but they were asked themselves, when Raiders was just an idea on a single piece of paper, explore this section, and their whole idea was just simply yes, because they find that their game will have something unique to it. It is going to have something different to it. And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of cool. And then so I started reading a little more into this game. Now, I
think the game looks pretty interesting, and it of Warframe. I don't know if anyone has tried that. It's free on Xbox and PlayStation. I was seeing some gameplay about it, and I think it looks pretty cool. Especially they had two characters playing. When I saw the male character playing, he was very stealthy and stuff, which I'm not really into. So I was like, I don't know if this is a game for me. But then again, they had a different gameplay I checked out, and had a female character. She looks really cool, style. She had a shotgun, and she was more up close and melee combat and stuff like that. She wasn't as stealthy, so I think it might depend on the missions and stuff like that. If you have to be stealthy or not. I thought was that developed by the guys that did the last Castlevania games, which was the action ones. Pretty cool, because I really like those games. And this game was developed in between both of those Castlevania games. So
Castlevania was pretty awesome.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can actually hear me now? Wait, you can hear me?
Yeah.
And now she's bobbing.
Okay, I'm just gonna start talking.
That works. I guess she can't hear me, so it's kind of awkward. I have no idea what's going on with her audio. I have no idea. It's gonna be a little funny going into versus.
No. I don't want to.
Yeah, you have to. I don't think she can actually understand me, but hey, we're gonna jump into versus and see if we could actually pull this off, because hey, it's going to be pretty interesting.
All right, how about now? How's this? Can you hear me better?
I can hear you better, but can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
There we go. All right.
Yay, success! We have made it.
Yeah.
We have made it. This is episode 2, and we're pros, people. We're pros. Deal with it.
I wouldn't say that. We're definitely.
All right. So, did you hear what I said about the game, though? At least
I heard everything you said.
All right. Cool. So yeah, that was my take on it. Interesting, right?
It was very interesting, which is why we're going to jump into verses now, so that we can move along, because I had to talk for a really long time while I was waiting for you to get in here.
I know, I saw. Oh, you're so sweet. You're like, oh man, I gotta buffer,
I
just
kept
buffer.
talking.
I was watching other TV. I was like, All right, let's go.
That's great. All right, everybody. Now, there is supposed to be a little thing that pops up to go into this segment, but it's still in the works as we're still working on audio for it as well. Welcome, everyone, to Battle of the Paws. Now, okay, this is only going to be the name of this for probably this show. If you have any ideas what you would like to call our gaming versus, then send us your ideas on Twitter. And who knows, maybe we will pick your idea. This is where Fox and myself will go head-to-head in a gaming debate from a topic either picked by you or one that we have picked. We will go for the next probably 5 to 10 minutes where we picked two tweets from a Twitter post that Fox posted during the week about which side do you prefer? Which side would you pick? And this week was actually a question that was chosen by Triple Cup, was about physical games versus digital games. Now, we know a lot of people in the gaming community have their decisions on what they would pick. So we took two that we thought were probably the best. We will give our opinions, and then we will go into why we picked these two to help defend our side in this debate. So Fox, why don't you take it away?
Well, first I just want to say shout out to Triple Cup. He's awesome, and he knows how I feel about physical games, and I think, it's a perfect question. Speaking of which, last week we had COD versus Battlefield, and we did a poll after the fact, and somehow, don't ask me, the Battlefield won. And I was really shocked about that, but yay, that happened.
1 for
and
Fox,
obviously
0 for SheWulf.
Oh yeah, basically. Deal with it. It's gonna happen again. But this time around, like as we're working with the name and everything like that, with this question, which I'm very passionate about, I am on the physical side, of course. So it was awesome reading you guys' opinions on Twitter. It was a bit hard for me to comb through all those tweets and find some people that felt the same way. But I digress. For me, I picked physical because, number one, I am a collector, so I love having a physical copy of my game that I own. And obviously I have a shelf, so I just like having a physical collection along with collectibles and stuff like that, which I think are pretty cool. Also, I feel like with physical, I don't have to worry about my game disappearing, kind of like how digital games disappear from the
marketplace.
marketplace.
You have to worry about it getting scratched.
Yeah. Oh well. No, these discs are better than the 360, so no, I don't have to worry about that. Plus, I take care of my games, but I know what you mean. I do have a niece, and she does not touch my disc. But yeah, I don't have to worry about digital game like disappearing from the store like Forza basically did because of licensing issues. And Microsoft and PlayStation do have the right to take away those digital games from the store. I mean, it is cool that they let you keep it once you did purchase it, and so you're good to go. But those people that want to buy that game, they can't no longer. So I do like having the option to go to the store, pick up the game, even if it's old or new, adding it to my collection, which, I love. I just having a physical game.
All right, so whose tweets did you pick to defend your choice?
All right, I picked 2 awesome tweets. I kind of also want to give some shout-outs, but okay. The first tweet I'll pick out is from Luca. She said, I prefer physical because I can collect. I own Dark Souls 3 on PlayStation and Xbox, and it's fun adding to my Souls collection. So she feels, similar as me with the whole collecting, so that's pretty cool. The next tweet I'll read out is from Timodos. He says, physical because I like having a collection and data limits me. It's a thing and it helps minimize download. And I'll give a shout out to Ancient Gamer and Big Z, who also agreed with the whole data caps and internet issues and stuff like that on that front.
Okay. So now we're going to go to the digital side, guys. Now, first off, don't boo me. Who do you think you are booing me? First off,
your twin?
First off, you don't have to worry about your disc getting scratched. And I know you say, oh, well, the new ones are better. Well,
It's true.
No.
Yes,
They're
they are better, but
there's
they still
discs
get
that can get
scratched.
scratched.
Okay.
Another thing, a lot of collector's editions are now releasing with no games. So you can still get a collector's edition
Some.
without having...
Some.
I didn't say
Okay.
all. I said
I wanted
some.
to highlight that as a big
yeah.
word.
Well,
all caps.
they are still releasing quite a few of them that don't
Okay.
have games. So you don't have to actually have a physical copy. Next, of course, one of the best one is the fact that you can game share. You buy a digital game, and if you're game sharing with a family member, you only have to buy one game. You don't have to buy more copies than one. So let's be honest. That
I'll give you that one.
Yeah. You have to give me that one because hey, who would like to save money? Obviously,
Everybody.
everybody.
Hell yeah.
Everybody would like to save money. At least we would hope you guys would want to save money. And
Yeah.
Daniel from Twitter, he actually made a really good point, and this is why I picked his Twitter, was
Right.
switching games without getting up or dealing with scratched or unreadable discs is gone. Now, having to get up, like, that is one of my biggest things, especially
Lazy.
well, first off, hush you. It's not being lazy. If you're a streamer...
Hey, we're
and you're
doing battle, right?
switching-
I'm gonna call
I
you
know,
out
and I
on
can
it.
still tell you hush. That's not being lazy because think about it. If I'm a streamer and I'm trying to actually like play a different game because one of the other games is not working properly or whatever, I can just simply quickly click and I just play the game. But if it's disc, I have to be like, oh, I'm sorry everybody. Please give me a few minutes. I have to go get the disc. put the
BRB screen,
disc
girl.
in.
BRB screen.
Yeah, but then you also have to, this is the other thing, is you can put automatic updates and have your game automatically updated on your system when you have digital, but when you're physical, you have to put the disc in to get the updates. And no matter what, even Timidos, I'm going to call you out because even your whole thing with like downloads, you still have to download something. So your disc is literally, what's the point of it? Just to have it to collect it. That's your real.
No,
only
he said it
reason.
minimizes the download, so he
Pretty
doesn't
sure
have
it
to download
doesn't.
as much.
I'm pretty
because
sure it doesn't.
No, because the base game is on the disc, so you're installing whatever's on the disc. So you could do that offline if you want. And
But
then,
you still
yes,
have
you
to
have to do
download quite a bit
updates day
because-
one and all that other shit.
Yeah, so pretty much you still have to. And
Tim, I
Slim-
love your point. Don't worry about it.
Slim was my second choice for picking tweets because he says digital because you can sign in on one Xbox and your games will automatically be available. And this also allows you to game share, which I already pointed out the game share. But the whole fact that you turn around and like take your Xbox with you, like say you're going on vacation, you're traveling, you're going family, who knows. You bring your Xbox. If you accidentally forgot to pack your games, you're like, shit, now it's useless. But
Oh, man.
if
Yeah,
you
another good
actually
point.
have your games in the cloud, guess what? They're all there. You can download whatever you want. So yeah, that's my point and stance. I am for digital because there just seems to be more things that you can do with the digital copy and makes things just more simple than whether or not you're actually
Lazy.
having physical.
Yeah. And no, that's cool. And unless, it disappears from the store, then you can't.
So if you
Do
call
anything
me
with
lazy,
it.
can I just call you a hoarder then? Because collecting, that's
No,
all
because-
it really is.
Well, I'm a collector, but if I do have way more things than can fit in my house, then I'm a hoarder. But just to have a shelf with games and some collectibles on the top, that's not hoarding. That's just collecting.
It's
Because I'm
hoarding.
picky about what I buy.
You're
and
a
I'm
hoarder.
not saying I'm not saying you're lazy in particular. I'm just
You
saying
call
the
me
whole
lazy.
hey, I don't have to switch my game and get up and all. Yeah, that's lazy. But it is cool to switch between games very fast. That is cool, especially when you are streaming and you don't want to lose your views. That is true. I'll give you that. But I do like having physical collection. I'm old school like that, so I do like having that.
And hey, plus, digital, you can just put all your games on an external hard drive, and they're already downloaded. So your whole theory, Timidos, with the internet thing, doesn't work either, because you just have all your games on an external, you plug it in, and you're ready to go.
You know you're supposed to go versus between me, right? Not
I know,
the-
but
the-
I
the
just saw his comments, and I'm like, wait, I'm just going to point this out. But it's still
It's the
towards
community.
you too, though. It's still-
Community, I love you guys. Don't worry. Whether you're physical or digital, I love you.
We love you no matter, but guess what? You're wrong. No.
And I am going to do a poll on Twitter, so you guys let me know who won. My opinion, physical or SheWulf, digital, whatever.
I can do that too.
Just remember, let's get physical.
Just because you can sing it doesn't make it better.
Yeah, I can sing.
No.
Yeah, they like that.
But it doesn't make it better.
You telling me you don't like when I sing to you, SheWulf?
No, I'm trying to debate here. Like, I have to say against you.
Okay.
I can't be for you. Because
All right, we'll kiss and make up later.
Side.
It's fine.
All right, guys. I hope you guys had some fun with the debate. Like Fox said, tune into Twitter where you guys will be able to vote. Whose side do you think is more right? Physical or digital? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
We're now going to jump into something that is well known on the console corner. You know this sort of as Foxy Deals there. However, here, this is our dual deals. And this is where we pick games from the consoles that are on sale, but at the same time, we tell you one that we personally recommend and why we recommend it. So, Fox, I'll let you take this one away.
All right, cool. So I'll start off with saying thank you guys for all the awesome feedback with Foxy Deals and stuff, and I hope you enjoy these deals as well. The first one is for Gears of War for the game and a custom controller, which is, I think, the JD custom Xbox One controller from Groupon, and that's $65. So that's an awesome deal. If you guys want any of these, by the way, I will be linking them on Twitter later on. And the next one is Seagate Backup Plus. It's a 4 terabyte hard drive, basically, on Amazon for $90. It's awesome. So obviously, like SheWulf mentioned, you put all your digital games in there. Another thing I saw on Amazon was BioShock the Collection. Awesome game. 3 games in one, and that's $20. So completely worth it. And then we have Timefall 2 Deluxe Edition over at Best Buy for $20. Another great deal. And obviously, I gotta shout out to my old school retro gamers. So we got some Sonic games over on the Xbox Live store. They're back compat, and there's different Sonic games on sale. So check out which ones you guys want, and they all are lower than usual. So yeah, I just love Sonic so much, so I wanted to show the love.
That's funny. Sonic, what one is that? The one you recommend?
No, the Sonic games. It's like multiple games that are on sale right now on the Xbox Live. So yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, guys. So, for me, I'm throwing out Amazon has the collector's edition for Injustice 2 for $49. Now, what's kind of interesting about this, and the reason why I threw it on there, was because it's not machine specified. So, I have no idea if you're getting it for PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. I thought that was kind of weird, but the fact that you can get the statue, though, it is Triforce, so you actually get the cool looking Batman and the other character statue for $49.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was actually really awesome.
And that game's pretty new still, so that's awesome. I'll go on Amazon and check out for what system and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and another one was on Xbox. I thought this was a really good deal because on Console Corner we were talking a lot about the I can't even say it, Nemesis, and how you will be able to bring them over to the new game. So Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, Game of the Year Edition is only $5. And that is an amazing game, especially the fact it is going to be, it is 4K on PC. And for the fact that chances are they may give it an actual update for 4K. Now, it hasn't been confirmed that they are, but I could see it happen because this game is gorgeous, and with the sequel coming out, it could help. So there is that. Also, a big one for people with a love for Diablo. Diablo 3 on Xbox, PlayStation is only $19.99 at GameStop and on Amazon. And with Season 11 coming out July 20th, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who are looking for this amazing deal. So make sure you check that out. Also, GameStop. This is one that I personally recommend because, one, it's getting a 4K update on the Xbox One X when it releases, and that is Doom. It is released on Xbox and PlayStation for $19.99, and that's one that I personally recommend because, hey, I think that game is just outstanding to begin with. So, and then my last one goes to, it's on Amazon, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is only $34.
Ooh, you gotta be Prime for that one? Because that's a new thing right there.
I know it is. I didn't see Prime, but Amazon can be touchy with that. So yes, please keep in mind, guys, you may have to be Prime, but I wasn't signed in as Prime when I saw it, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
So with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed some of these deals. We are now going to jump into the last part of this show, and of course, that is the questions brought to you on Twitter. So, Fox, would you like to read off the first question?
No. I mean, yes, of course. So thank you guys for sending us your questions on Twitter using the hashtag 4GamingDen. I really appreciate it. One that I have here was actually from last week because we had so many. So this is Wendy's question. He said, what's the history behind your name, gamer tags?
Oh,
you want to go first?
No, I'll let you go first. You can go first. What's behind your gamer tag?
I kind of feel like we talked about this a little bit on Console Corner one time, a long time ago, and recently, like when we were streaming.
We have, and we've also talked about on Ladies' Night. It is one question that gets asked quite a bit, but you know, it's neat. It's a cool question.
Yes, we do have very unique names, and yeah, not everybody knows, so that's fine. So yeah,
mine's very unique, but
I think it stands out in the crowd, especially the way you spell it with a U, not an O. So my gamer tag is, I guess I got inspired from a movie. So there's a movie in the 90s called Fox Firex with Angelina Jolie, and I really liked it. And it was like a group of girls, you know, coming together, hanging out, like doing crazy shit, getting in trouble, but at the same time being there for each other. So that was really cool. I really like foxes, obviously. Whenever I pick a power-up or anything like that that has an element, I always like fire. So, like, all those things, obviously, they correlated. It just made sense for me to put the words together. But my first gamer tag was Blanca Fox, which was White Fox. And then from there, it evolved to Foxfire with numbers and stuff like that. And then eventually, when I was like 21 or 22, I was like, I'm a lady now, so I'm going to be Lady Foxfire, which is very cheesy, but I love my gamer tag, Foxfire. And basically, yeah, it originated from a movie that I liked, and that's what it was called. And then it evolved from there, and I really like it. And it's funny to me to this day that people still don't say it right. They call me Lady Firefox or Lady for Fire or something like that. It's
usually
funny,
Fox, or it's usually Firefox because it's like that internet browser.
Yeah, and that's funny because I used to use that as well, and I never ever got them like tongue-tied ever. But it's funny to me that people are not used to it, but it's fine. I'm okay. Because everybody calls me Fox now, so like they literally forgot the first and second word. So I mean, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so, okay, my gamertag history is pretty long. I started gaming on PC to begin with. I wasn't actually an Xbox gamer for like the longest time until I met GKB. And then, so I was trying to figure out what would go like best. Now, I usually had Blair Ice. That was like my original name that I used on PC and for pretty much everything. And I should have kept it on here, but I changed it to, oh my god, okay, so it started off with I was like Cheshire78 because I love the Cheshire Cat. Then it went to Serenity because, well, I love that movie. And then it ended up going to Venomous. Now that one came up from Brutal Night, and it was because we had this whole idea for some reason that we were going to like try to become like NLG players and all this other stuff. And I was like, oh, well, Serenity doesn't really sound like a cool NLG player. So I was trying to come up with something else and we came up with Venomous. And well, then after I started YouTube, I'm like, well, I don't want that name for YouTube because one, I had a hell of a time just pronouncing it to begin with. So yeah, it was horrible because like I'm dyslexic, so saying certain words and stuff, it's tricky for me, and which is why most of the time you will hear me kind of stutter over my words if I'm talking too fast or whatever. So that was it was just a name that I had a lot of issues constantly saying. So ended up going to Desert SheWulf, which the reason I went with that is because one, my all-time favorite animal is a wolf. Like, I love them. Growing up in Canada where I grew up, we had wolves around all the time. I had hybrid dogs all the time, whether they were husky wolf, whether they were German shepherd wolves or whatever. I always had one, and I still have one. His name's Dakota, and he's 3 years old, and he's sleeping on the ground right now. And but I went with Desert because of the fact that I moved to Florida. So it ended up having Desert SheWulf because obviously female wolf, and plus I watched this show that had it was obviously a she-wolf, and her whole pack was killed and she survived. She she went through this whole entire document by herself, and it was amazing what this
she-wolf.
She really was, but she created a whole new pack.
Dang.
After, in the end, she ended up creating this whole new pack, and now she's one of the most protected female wolves in Canada, and it was amazing. I love this story. So I went with Desert SheWulf, and then once the whole YouTube thing took off, people kind of just went with SheWulf instead of Desert SheWulf or whatever, so Desert got dropped. And now it's just SheWulf. So
yes, your gamer tags have evolved massively compared to mine.
Had, quite a few
I had like 3 or something, and yours is like, well, I used to be this, I used to be that. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, had quite a few of them. So
yeah, and your story about the wolf is way better than I got it from a movie. Mine is so cheesy.
There's nothing wrong with that. Getting from
no, but yours is like a strong female wolf, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
I like it. It's empowering and shit.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary when I was trying to figure out a new name to go into the whole YouTube scene with, and I was like, well, because I love the Arctic, so I actually originally wanted something with Arctic wolf and stuff like that, but then because being in Florida, it's so hot, and I'm like, everyone's always like, oh, it feels like such a desert there and all this, and I'm like, well, that would be kind of funny. So I was like, well, that'll work. And then after watching that document, I was like, well, I could actually just go straight up SheWulf because it is known as, they are the highest female wolf in a pack. So I was like, well, I'll just go with that kind of thing. So yeah.
Somebody's like, wait, you're Canadian?
I was born and raised in Canada, yes.
No, she's American now. We own her.
I'm American now. I've been here for about 8 to 9 years. So, yeah. All right, so next question comes from Newf. What are 3 most common misconceptions about female gamers?
Ooh,
they show their boobs all the time.
Oh, yeah, that is a thing.
It is.
Yeah, oh, he wants us to pick 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I know one. The fact that people are like, "Oh, are you on your boyfriend's or your brother's Xbox?" Like, what? This is mine. Like, how dare you?
Oh my God, yes. When
that
they
happens
always
all the time.
seem to think, or if you're sitting by them and they're like, "Oh, are you actually the one playing, or is someone else playing for you?" It's like, really?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, that shit happens all the time. I hate that.
Or one of the biggest misconceptions for female gamers, I have to say, is when people assume that the main game that females play is Candy Crusher.
Oh my God, I wrote that down.
Don't play that. Well, I don't play that damn game.
People, yes, I agree with you 100%. People are like, you play Candy Crush or Bejeweled, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, no. I'd like to know how many men actually play these games, because I bet you there's a hell of a lot of you.
Probably, yeah, on the down low.
Yeah, so
there's another thing would be that we just want attention. That's a thing. Like, really? That's why we play games, because we want attention. They think it's about them, but it's not. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure we YouTube because we want attention. No.
Whoa, SheWulf.
Why not?
Exposed. She wants attention.
I said both of us. I didn't say just me.
No, don't be adding me in that.
That's the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, the whole, oh my God, they just play it because they want attention. No, honestly.
Yeah, I don't need that. I just want to share my opinions, and I want to play games.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
I just want to kick most of your asses in Titanfall. How about that?
Oh, this is a fact.
Well, yeah, because and then Fox obviously will kick most of your asses in Gears. So.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
That's the other thing. Like, apparently we suck at games. Like, we don't actually know what we're doing.
Yeah, there's a lot. We can keep going, but let's go on to the next question.
Yeah, there's tons.
Okay. Yes, there's a lot. There's too many. Let me know in the comment section below. All right. So what do you ladies think we'll see at Gamescom? And this is from Invader.
I don't know.
I think we're gonna see games. Haha, I win. Games.
Wow, I guess that's I heard rumor that we're gonna see like Sea of Thieves again. I don't know why the heck we're gonna see more of that. We don't need to.
I
see
don't know
any
if.
more of that.
Well, okay, I'll agree with you on that. If we do, can we see something new? Can we see like new footage, new gameplay? Because I don't want to see the same thing. I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah, because all they ever do is just show us people playing it on the ship, blowing things up. We got that. We get it already. Can we go into?
I want to see like a
now?
quest, right? Like a quest where they go somewhere.
Yeah,
That would be
actually give us an objective to what they're doing. So
Yeah.
Other than that, at Gamescom, what else are
New UI, like stuff in the dashboard.
you think
Maybe?
there's gonna be new features?
I would hope so. Yeah, I want new features, especially for the upload studios. Can you please upload? Upload? Can you please update? Can you please update that trash? Thank you.
That's true. That's true. I really, honestly, I just hope they show us some new IPs. I don't personally
I
know
don't
what they're
know.
going to show because we have seen a lot that we've already seen.
Yeah, they showed so much on E3. What else?
They did.
mean,
That's my
what
thing.
else?
Like, I would like to see some more on Anthem. I don't know if that's actually going to be there, but I would love it to be there. Also, yes, I agree with Justin. I'd love to see more of Ori. I'd love to actually see some gameplay of that. We got to
Hell
see a lot of
yeah.
the art, and we got to see, obviously, a trailer, but we didn't get to see gameplay. And I would really like to actually see some gameplay of that, so...
Yes, I agree.
Yep. So our next question comes from Timidos. Is what's your favorite genre of games, and what games would you like? And what games would you show someone to introduce them to that genre?
I think my brothers would say like I play a lot of first-person shooters or Gears, which is third-person shooters. But
Yeah, shooters.
actually, I would say my favorite is action adventure. So definitely Tomb Raider or Rise of the Tomb Raider. And I know not many people know that, but I love that game or those type of games when I do play them so much that the shooters are just kind of like an everyday thing for me, you know?
Yeah. Shooters are kind of
So-
just one of those things that you like to just go and vent and just shoot people.
Yeah.
Like there's literally no major concept to.
Yeah,
would
but
have
action
to say-
adventure, oof, my favorite.
Genre-wise, I have to go like scary horror.
Wow, shocker! Oh my god!
I know, right? And to introduce someone, it would be Resident Evil 7.
Oh my god! What a shock! No way!
The reason I picked
would've never
Resident,
guessed.
there is actually a lot of great ones out there, like Evil Within, Outlast, and there's a lot more coming out, which I'm really happy about. But the reason I pick Resident Evil is because it goes on. With it being first person, I find that it actually gives more of a feel that you're in the game. And that's one of my biggest things when it comes to these style of games is that it should always be first person. They should never be third person because
Yeah, you're immersed.
yes,
You're in it.
Yes, it gives more intensity when you can't look behind you, just simply seeing your character and look behind you. When you actually have to turn yourself to look behind you, it gives more intensity because then you also lose the view in front of you. Where if you're
Yeah,
third
definitely.
person, you can literally see everything around you. You can see things coming. But the reason I mainly pick Resident Evil 7 is because they took story with first person, with horror, and with mystery as well. There's a lot added into this game that can intrigue people's minds, not just because of it being a horror game, but more or less the mystery of it, the intensity of it, and the story of it. There's so much that's added into this game that just makes it a fully round game that could really pull in any form of gamer to this genre, and I think that Resident Evil 7 would be the best one.
Oh wow, she went details in depth
I
on that
did.
one.
I did. I love that game.
I'm having flashbacks of that time where I played it for a little bit and had tiny heart attacks. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
and I
appreciate
will be
that.
making you finish that game with me. So
I did say I will play it in Halloween, and holy shit,
yes,
am I dreading that?
we will play it. We will beat it.
I
I
just
will
have to
make.
finish it,
I
yeah.
will. I will replay it, and I'm going to make Fox beat that game on Halloween. So make sure you guys tune in October because she will be completing Resident Evil 7 with me. So
Yes,
I've
you
already,
guys will.
well, I've already completed.
You
it,
will
but-
hear me crying on Mixer. No, I'm kidding. All right,
Yeah.
you want to do one more?
Yeah. I guess we can get one more, and then we will get out of here.
All right, Scrotum asks, what is the most difficult achievo or trophy you've ever unlocked?
Oh my god! Can I just say all the achievements in Ori and the Blind Forest?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you know
Damn.
how freaking hard those damn things were to get? Especially like the jumping puzzles in that game.
I think Scrotum actually just got all the achievos, I think.
Really?
So yeah, I think that was he's the one that asked the question, and I think he actually just played that game a couple weeks ago. And yeah, that game is tough. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
For me, I would say there's a lot of tough ones out there, but the one that pops into my head immediately is the Call of Duty Mile High Club Achievo on Call of Duty 4 when you beat it on Veteran. Oh my God. That's all I gotta say. You guys know. You know.
No, I have no idea. I've never
Blood,
been for that
sweat, and
achievement.
tears. That's all I gotta say.
There's a lot of hard achievements out there. That's the thing, though. But
Yeah, but that was really tough.
yeah.
And I got 1,000 on Call of Duty 4 because I loved it that much.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but that Achievo, it made me throw a controller. It made me throw my Turtle Beaches, which actually broke instantly. As soon as it hit the desk, it broke instantly. Yeah, I used to rage out, believe it or not, people. I used to. Not anymore.
I think once I ever beat Pyro on Mighty number 9, that will probably be like the hardest achievement I ever got.
I remember
I
that.
still haven't beaten him.
You still haven't beat
Such
that
a
guy? I was
douche.
like,
No,
goddamn.
I still haven't beat him. I still have to freaking.
Oh,
That's
man.
alright,
Yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, your hardest achievos, because yeah, that's a good question, and there is a lot out there, but like I said, I can only think of that one.
That's the problem.
Off
It's
the
trying
top of
to
my head.
think of them off the top of your head because
Well, yeah,
it's
there's
like,
so
you
many
played
games
so
and
many
stuff out
games
there.
over the
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
It's like, so what have I beaten?
Yeah,
Mine's just the whole entire Ori and the Blind Forest. Like that.
It's just
all
like the
those
whole thing.
achievements were just ridiculous to get. Like some of them are really hard. So.
yeah.
Um.
So yeah, that was awesome questions. Thank you guys for sharing that with us on Twitter using the hashtag 4Gaming. Den, I almost forgot the den.
I was gonna say, make sure you tweet us at for the game or just for Gaming Den if you'd like your questions answered or comments read on the show.
Yeah.
Other than that, all right, guys, this was this week's show, and I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I know we had a little bit of a delay with some problems with Fox's mic in the middle, but we did pull through it, and I hope you guys still hit that like button and enjoyed this show and the amazing segments that we bring you each week. We had an amazing debate going, and we will have another amazing one next week. If you have a topic that you would like debated, make sure you tweet us on Twitter at 4GamingDen because we could pick yours, and we probably will fight about it. So,
Nice.
like I said, I was one of your hosts, SheWulf. You can catch me on Mixer from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. till 12 usually. I do play with viewers, or well, followers. I do play with followers. So if you guys want to join me on live streams, you are more than welcome. And now I will hand it off to my other host.
Yes, and I want to say a quick thank you again to LG. You're awesome. Thanks for sending us that video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you to everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. I see all your comments down there. And anybody that watches later, thank you. We really appreciate the support. Yeah, I'm Fox. As you guys know, I hang out with SheWulf and GKB all the time on Console Corner every week on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I also have my own YouTube channel, so go follow me on there, subscribe, chat with me on Twitter, and I do stream with SheWulf on Mixer. So check out all the links for that. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it.
Definitely, you can follow all of the Console Corner crew members. I do have all their links below, so make sure you guys check them all out as well, because they're all amazing gamers. And that, of course, is held Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time every week. So, again, we will be back here next Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with more great segments, more great debates, and more great games that, hey, maybe you haven't heard about. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I hope you guys tune in next week. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Have a great weekend. We're out.
Bye.